Hey friends, welcome to your June 2026 housing market update for the DC metro area. Whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on where things are headed, we're here to break down the latest trends so you can make smart moves. Let's dive in.
Inventory has been steadily climbing. Compared to this time last year, active listings are up significantly, especially for detached homes. That gives buyers more options, but overall inventory still lags behind pre-pandemic levels.
Despite rising inventory, home prices are holding steady. In fact, each month this year, we saw year-over-year gains from 2.5% this May to 7.5% in March, which shows strong strength in the DC housing market.
The number of new listings hitting the market stayed level in May compared to April, but remains low compared to the historical averages for the spring. We're just not seeing the number of new listings coming on the market lead us to believe that drastic price corrections are in our future.
So if there are less new listings, but there are more active listings, why is that? Is it because there are less homes selling? Less people are moving, so active inventory is getting purchased at a slower rate.
This is causing the market to slow down, and you can see that illustrated in this month's supply chart. Now, this chart is for the entire DC metro area and breaks the numbers down by condos in yellow and detached homes and townhouses in red and green. When you are below 3 months of inventory, you are in a seller's market and prices tend to rise. At 3 months, they stabilize, and over 4 months, they tend to decrease as buyers have more options. We are trending higher but below 3 months for townhouses and detached homes.
When we break this out by county though, and look at condos in particular, we see that DC is over 7 months, and Fairfax, Loudoun, Arlington, and Montgomery counties all sit around 2.5 months. So the DC condo market is really skewing the results of these charts because it's so soft compared to the suburbs.
Homes are staying on the market a bit longer than they were last summer. On average, we're looking at around 25 to 30 days, which is still historically fast, but no longer lightning quick. Homes are selling for just under asking price on average, with the ratio hovering around 98 to 99%. This is a shift from the pandemic years where bidding wars pushed prices well above their list price, but they're still above the historical average of about 97%, which you can see from 2015 to 2019 when we still had a healthy market.
So why are buyers not buying as much? I got 3 data points that I believe are impactful. First, the news. We saw a lot of news earlier this year about how the Trump DOGE cuts would impact the DC economy and potentially hurt the housing market. And DOGE made their first announcement on January 24th, 2025 about the cuts. And within a month, we saw a 20% increase year over year of new listings coming on the market. That's a lot. People got scared and then said, hey, let's sell and get out of here. And then the news hit that the inventory is rising. That was in March. But then in April and May, there was no substantial increase year over year for new listings again. But let's go back to March. If you hear inventory is rising as a buyer, you're going to take your time to buy, which is going to cause you to pause a little bit. So that's the first reason. The second reason is interest rates. Current rates are in the mid to high 6s, which is way better than the 7s that they were in, but there have been some recent reports that interest rates will continue to decrease, potentially into the high 5s by the end of next year. That would be fantastic for everyone, but as a buyer, it might cause you to want to wait to get that lower payment. And last, it's economic uncertainty. I think everyone has a little whiplash right now about what's happening. They're going to cut the budget. Wait, they're going to expand the budget? What's going on? Why are they yelling at each other? I don't even understand. I'm watching bad reality TV. But when there's this level of uncertainty, people tend to just pause. And I think we're experiencing that now. So, what does it all mean? Well, if you're a buyer in this market, it gives you more choices, less competition, and more room to negotiate, especially on homes that have been sitting for a few weeks. But be ready to move when you find the right fit. Well-priced homes are still going fast. For example, we put a house under contract today that had 5 offers, went above asking. The buyers are thrilled, but it was competitive because it was a great home. Now, if you're a seller, you have more competition, but inventory is not crushing you. Pricing and presentation are everything. Homes that are move-in ready and priced right are still commanding strong offers even in this shifting market, and the best value homes will sell. Now, if you want to move but you need to sell to buy the next home and you're in a 3% interest rate that you don't want to leave, now is the time to get your ducks in a row. There's going to be some good opportunities out there, and you will need to be prepared to take advantage of these lower rates that are coming and the rising inventory. Because when the lower rates come, you could also see more competition. Now, this means understanding your loan options ahead of time, having a search set up for your ideal properties so that you're prepared to find them when they come on the market, and having your home prepared for sale so that if you have to put it on the market, you can do it quickly. We're finding a lot of people right now would love to move, but they just don't think the circumstances are right. And then the right property comes on the market and they're not really ready. Now is the time to be prepared, because when those lower interest rates come, you're going to want to take advantage of it. And there are multiple ways to do this. But if this is you, let's talk. We offer a free, no pressure consultation to help you get clarity and build a plan that fits your goals so you're ready to move when the time is right.
That's it for this month's update. As always, we care deeply about your future and would be honored to serve you as your real estate team. Reach out anytime. We would love to help.